Live. Hello, hello, hello. Good evening and welcome to this edition of yes, you know, when it comes to women, okay? Now, one thing you need to understand is that I am that woman that has the assignments to help you. My assignment is to help you pick up your assignment and deliver. So I always say it in the most simplest way. I am on a mission to raise bold, loud, and visible women. Okay, my guest is here. All right, so today we're going to be talking about, going from, being just surviving to actually living by resetting. Okay. And my guest today is Philomena Egbonaje. Now, this woman is a powerhouse. Like, I know it's that word sounds cliche, but that's the whole point because it's the truth. Okay. This woman is a powerhouse. I've literally watched her, like, I've watched her grow. I've watched her. Oh, she's here already. Hello. Can you hear me? Please confirm that you can hear me, right?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can hear you, but I think my mic is blocking me from hearing your voice. Okay, so I need to be sure that people can actually hear you. I hope that. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, but you can hear me loud and clear, right?
I can hear you very well.
Okay, all right, that's good. So I was just, trying to introduce you to my audience just to get them ready. Okay, so I'm trying to get feedback just to be sure that we can both be heard. Okay, so if you can hear us, just drop a message. Can you hear us? Can you hear me? And can you hear Philomena? Okay, just drop a message that you can hear us. Drop a comment there. All right, Philomena, I'm just gonna go straight to the point because it's all about you here today. It's all about you here today. I call you the reset queen. Okay, I hope that's okay. The reset
Oh
queen.
my God.
Okay, so I actually need
It's
to.
okay. It's okay. Of course. That's fine. I wanted to even let me see if I can just okay. Oh, so sorry. Let me see if I can also drop the link on my WhatsApp now.
Okay, okay, I can hear you now. It's loud and clear. Okay. Okay, so welcome, welcome. Okay, hi, Oli14, Gimmicky. I see you, Liz baby. Thank you so much. Okay, all right. I see us tuning in. Okay, so my guest is coming back. Okay, Alexander, welcome, welcome. So my guest is going to be coming back soon. So before she gets in here, I just want to quickly introduce her. Okay. So her name is Philomena Egbonaje, okay, and I call her the Reset Queen, okay. Now the reason why I call her the Reset Queen is because this woman literally went from like it was like from zero like 100, okay. So this is like the overview of the story of Philomena, okay. This is a woman who realized that she had so much to offer, and she needed to get intentional with doing that, okay. She needed to stop playing small, okay. She's realized that she needed to go from surviving to thriving to living. And like I mentioned in the previous video I made, I said most people would just find one cave like that and hide and try to figure out their life and all of that, but not Philomena. Philomena came out with her story, and she is practically dragging every other woman to say, you know what, we are gonna reset. That's why I'm calling her the reset queen, okay? Because she went from zero to like boom. I'm like, okay, I want to hear this story. So, Philomena, you're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you so much for saying yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
So I'm going to let you. I'm going to allow you quickly, like, introduce yourself before I really go into the questions I have, because me, I have questions. I have questions. So I'm going to
I,
let you quickly introduce yourself the way you want to be introduced. Okay? I'll let you do that, and then we go straight into it.
okay, okay. Me very well.
Yes,
This
from
so so.
the.
Okay, so my name is Philomena Egbonaje, and usually, or let me just give a very short introduction anyway. My name is Philomena Egbonaje. You see, this is my daughter. Let's pause a little. This girl, she has planned me this night. Chiso, come on.
Don't worry, we get it. We understand. It's the whole. It's that. That's what motherhood comes with.
Lights. Mhm. All right. So my name is Philomena Egbonaje, and I'm a mom. I'm a businesswoman, and I'm a wife as well. Okay, so I'm a businesswoman, a wife, and a mother. But basically, what I do, actually about my business, is that I help women, right, to especially women who are kind of stuck, they feel behind, they feel left out or behind. You just feel behind, you feel left out, you feel stuck. I help them really clarify where they want to go. So I'm really a speaker and a life coach. Okay, especially for women to rebuild their identity so they can be able to create the life that they want for themselves. So that's period. I'm just a transformational speaker and a life coach. I help women with their so that they can be able to build the life that they want for themselves. So that's it. That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay. All right. So Philomena, you're going to have to speak up, okay, so that we can hear you better. So I really want to get into the gist of this session today. I really want to get into the gist of this session. For those who are just tuning in, this is the Bold Woman Conversations, and here we have both conversations around audacity, visibility, boldness, and also leadership when it comes to women. This is where we also get to share authentic stories. And like I told you before, I am that woman on a mission to raise bold and loud women. And we have a loud woman in the house, Philomena. Okay, so now the thing about this particular conversation is this. A lot of women, when they hit rock bottom, they think that that's the end of their lives. They are not, nothing can be done anymore, right? But for Philomena here, she decided that rock bottom is going to be just another stepping stone for her. It's going to be motivation for her to go back, get her life back, turn the whole thing around, and live the life that she has always dreamt of. She decided that she's not going to let motherhood, she's not going to let marriage, she's not going to let the shenanigans of society stop her from, embodying everything that God says. So now we're going
Mm.
to be, we're going to be finding out from Philomena how she was able to do this. I have a series of questions that I have here that I want. Why my play with me right now, but okay. So I got them here. I got them here. So I want to ask you a quick one more question, Philomena.
Play
So
your phone
on
for
an
me.
ordinary day, I mean, you are a wife, you are a mother, and you're trying to grow a business as well, while at the same time trying to inspire and motivate and pull other women along. How do you like? What does a typical day look like for you? How do you manage all of these things? Like what does a typical day look like? Because even now you have a newborn now, so can you hear me, Philomena? Are you there?
Yes, I think you just came back. I lost you before, but you just came back.
Oh, okay. All right. I think that was a network problem. So I'm saying that you are a wife, you are a mother, okay? And in fact, you have a newborn right now. So what
Yeah.
does a typical day look like for you? I mean, being a wife, being a mother, and having a business that you're, running and growing, and at the same time showing up for other women who are, starting businesses and who are looking for someone that will just hold them by the hand. What does a typical day look like for you? How do you manage all of these expressions of yours in one day?
Can you hear me, Vicky? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. So anytime you say what does a typical cuts off, and I don't get the full question again.
Okay.
The
But is
time
it
you
better
said what
now?
does a typical from there, it thing just cuts off.
Okay, but can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. I can hear you now.
Okay. All right. So let's do that again. So my
Yeah.
question is this. What does a
Okay.
typical day look like for you? Being a
Oh,
wife, being a mom, being a, and I mean, right now you are, in fact, you have a newborn and then you're still
okay.
running a business.
Okay.
What does a typical
Okay.
day look like in your life?
Yeah. Let me answer that. Let me answer that. And I hope that, like, everything I want to say here today, I really hope that it's going to transform somebody. It's just going to
Mm,
help you see things in a new perspective, right? So,
mm,
number one is that if you're the kind of person, if you're really ambitious, right? Because there are different types of people. All right. I feel that now I begin to do identity work, I've realized that a lot of people, because of how things have happened to them in their life, how how circumstances have happened, how things have changed with them, they have decided to settle and be like, oh, I think this is my life. Oh, I can't do more than this anymore. This
mm,
relax. I cannot kill myself. Okay. Yeah.
mm,
But if you are this ambitious person, every time your mind keeps telling you that, oh, but I can really be more, like I can be better, change. I know I can do it. If you're that type of person, here is how, because that is who I am. So this is how my typical day looks like. And I know that there are a lot of people also ambitious, but when things happen to them in life, sometimes they get just thrown off balance and you are just like fluctuating. You're no longer stable. You don't have clarity anymore, and you're just like up and down. Okay. But for me, my typical day now looks like I'm not, it's just like it's defined by everything that I achieve, who I want to become. So from that place, I'm thinking that, okay, Phil, the woman that you want to become in the next 3 years, what will she be doing by this time? Is she going to be using her phone to be scrolling social media? And if she
mm,
do that for 3 hours, are you sure with this habit she's going to be able to get to that place you want to go? So I'm like, okay,
mm,
so even on my lazy days, I still work. So my typical
mm,
day is like, I'm not waiting. I'm always telling myself, Phil, the thing that always anchors how I work every day is like, Phil, remember, we're not waiting for perfect conditions. We're not
mm,
waiting for motivation. We're not waiting till when you're ready. So get up, get up. So I'm like, okay, what do I need to do? Every time I ask myself, Phil, what do you need to do today to get one step closer to where you're going? Period. And I'm like, okay, this is what I can do. This is what I can do. This is what I can do. And I get to work immediately. Here trying to analyze the idea, start talking myself out of it. No, I'm like, okay, we're doing it. And I just start. So that's what my typical day looks like. Every single day in the morning, I wake up, I say my prayers, I get to work. And now let me just say this because I know that one thing that a lot of people do, especially women, because that is how society have configured the whole system, and which is what really affects a lot of women, why they don't get fulfilled at the end of the day. Because what makes a woman fulfilled is if she's able to accomplish her desires. But if you're not
mm,
able to accomplish, every year goes by without you achieving any goal, you don't feel fulfilled. You're
mm,
always going to feel behind. You're always going to feel behind because why? You're not able to fulfill your desires, right? And one of the things that really causes it, if you're talking about how do your day, because how your day goes is what is going to give you the result of the kind of month you're going to have. And how your month goes is what is going to eventually your year becomes,
yeah, sure.
the type of year
Mm,
that you have. So which is why coming down to the daily activities really matters, okay? You
mm,
understand? So
mm,
those daily activities, you really want to be able to achieve your year, to focus on the daily activities. And how do you do that? You're
So,
going to tell yourself.
like you said, when you wake up in the morning, you say your prayer. So do you do you have like a list of things that you know you want to do for that day, and you follow them up? What do you do in cases where maybe your new boss
Can you hear me? Let me just answer that question now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me, every day, I don't have, not every day I have plans to do, because since I have a little baby, I think sometimes I work based on how the environment is, like how she responds. Just like she's crying, okay, let us go over this and get it done with, okay? And then I'll have to go back to her, make her to sleep and all of that. So sometimes it's just based on how she responds or how she is. So I react based on how she is, okay? But again, if you know you don't have a baby, you are okay, you're free as a woman, always plan your day, always plan. Day is, if the day I'm not planning, I'm like, okay, what do I need to do today to one step closer? So I do one deep work. I do one deep work a day. If it's about
At least one deep walk. At
at least
least
one
one
deep
deep
work
walk.
a day. Yes. So whatever it is, I'm like, okay, what can I do today? If I look at, okay, my environment and everything, but when you focus on your environment and you're trying to like, okay, the perfect condition environment, you're never gonna get perfect. You need to just figure out how to do that one work in the time of, the space of time that you have, and that's it.
And talking about that, talking about your baby, right? This like your third baby, your third child. So is it okay to ask? Okay, I'm not going to ask that. That's none of my business. Okay, but what I want to find out is you said that your third pregnancy was sort of like a recall from one of your reels I watched on Instagram. You said that your third pregnancy was sort of like a reawakening for you, if I can use that word. So what changed for you this time? Like, what made you think? What made you come to the point of realization that this is not the life? Like this is. I need to reset. What brought that? Like, how did that
Let me
happen?
tell you. It was the pregnancy that brought it. Yes, it was the
Oh,
pregnancy,
really?
nothing
Oh, wow.
else. Because
Okay.
in 2025, that was last year. That was when I had the. Yeah, it was January this year. I discovered I was pregnant because I gave birth in September.
Well, so should we say that was a surprise? Was it a surprise pregnancy or what?
Yeah, because I was expecting it. See me see wahala. I was not. I was not. The thing, the thing just came and it was a wake up call. I'm like,
Oh my
what the
God.
fuck? Pregnancy. I was telling my husband, like, if you see January 2025, dancing, oh, new year, this year I'm gonna go all in on my business, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. All for me, at the end of January, I discovered that I was only for me to discover by the end of January that I was pregnant. I'm like, this is just so. How am I going to use pregnancy now to do all the things I want to do? So that moment, in fact, the whole of 2020, that's why the whole of 2025, I just spent it on, I don't know, I just spent it on sobering. I didn't do nothing. Yes, it felt like not a wasted year, but the pregnancy itself, just being alive, just carrying the baby, just surviving. Yes, let me just survive this year. So that was what I did. And in fact, when after the whole, during the journey, I was telling myself that, Phil, if you're going to change your life, if you're really going to become better, that higher place that you see yourself. I don't know if people see themselves in a higher place when they try to visualize themselves, but I try to visualize my future, and I always see myself in big, big places. I'm like, if I'm going to be able to get there, I'm not going to let this situation to just take over me. So I started gradually, slowly building myself up. So instead of me to just be like, oh, the thing that is going to bring me down, I said, no, I'm going to use this as a strength. Okay, I'm going to use it as a strength to even tell my story to that, because I know that this is one of the major reasons why lots of people don't get to their goals, achieve whatever they want to achieve, because they get pregnant. So it can really derail you. It can make you feel just behind, and I really felt behind. I felt like, if you woke me up and like, feel 35, 3 children, What do you have
Wow.
for yourself? Only children and marriage. I'm like, this is not good. Not good.
Oh my
So
God.
that was when my reset started. I'm like, I'm going to reset my life. I'm going to rebuild. So, and this is going to be the last charge. From here now, I'm going to start consciously, intentionally making every day count, making every decision count. So that was what I did.
Wow. I am so inspired by your story, and it resonates so much because this is exactly what happened to me in 2024. I woke up pregnant. Like I had my 2024 planned out, only for me to, oh my God. I felt like God had betrayed.
Ah, I'm telling you, it's such a reawakening, honestly. Like what a, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. So thank you very much, right? Um, so honestly, I can't really say that I know, but I'm a very like naturally, I'm a very audacious person because I think I spent a like how naturally, I cannot say naturally because I think that now having children, married, having children, facing some kind of things in my marriage, having to deal with my husband sometimes, having to deal with family, and really going through financial, crisis for a long time, dealing with children and pregnancy, and the fact that I feel behind, too stuck, I don't have enough money, I cannot really, I just have my life. I'm just like literally just surviving. I'm like, what else what's the worst that can happen? Like, what I'm already at the rock bottom. And if I'm gonna live here, I have to like tell myself, my consciousness and everything that I am, to actually tell myself the truth. Accept it, because I think that is one of this also one of the things that really keep people stuck. When they know that they are stuck, they know that they feel behind, like they know, but lying to themselves that things are okay. No, I have to tell myself that things are not okay because this is not where I want to be. So the moment I started being honest with myself, because one thing I also tell people, something I learned while I started doing my identity work, was awareness is the first step to transformation. Yes, awareness of the fact that are aware now that you are stuck. You are aware that you feel behind. Like awareness of yourself, who you are, and where you are, and accepting it is the first step to transformation. Because if you keep lying to yourself, telling yourself that like just telling yourself lies, you're never gonna still gonna remain where you are. So when I started telling myself the truth, I feel like I started discussing and tell myself that, this is not where you're supposed to be. This is not where you are. So if you're gonna get away from this place, you're gonna be honest and be truthful with yourself, be real with your situation. And then the only thing that gave me confidence to come out is because I was already creating content. And so I took my friends along the journey of, oh, see you guys, see you, I'm pregnant. So I really had a lot of plans. This somehow the plans will not work. So you guys might be seeing me once So you guys don't just think that I just disappeared. So I was really,
I actually saw that post. I saw that particular content. I saw that post.
So when I came back, I also told them, oh, I've put to bed, oh, I'm back, oh, you guys, I'm really just surviving. I really want to, change my life. And that was also now, in fact, Victoria, the whole thing is you will understand, go through a lot. And sometimes we lose ourselves in marriage. Like somebody legit came to me on TikTok when I started posting on TikTok. She came to me when I started talking about you, and she said, oh my God, I really want to join you in this reset journey. In fact, when she came to me, I was are going through a lot. And a lot of these people are not even sharing, they're not able to talk about it, maybe because they are scared of society. I like what society will say, what they will shame them, they will do this. So they're just quiet, carrying the load all by themselves, the burden, the fear, the guilt, everything by themselves. I just felt it. And I started this WhatsApp, and they joined, and people were just talking about it. I'm like, they've been waiting for something like this. I'm like, wow, reset. I never knew anything reset until I started finding solution for myself, Victoria. Honestly, I didn't know what a mean until I started telling myself that I just need to get out of here. So I started for help and solution, and then I heard the word reset, rebuild, become. I'm like, oh, so there's something like this. This is who I am. This is what I need to be doing. So I talked about it, and I was shocked when I see that many people, oh my God, they were actually interested in the job. So I think that I just decided to talk about it. I came out to talk about it because I feel like I need to just come out. I need to carry people along because I was already sharing content online. Okay, that was why I came out and talk about it.
And do you think that do you it, okay? How about I need to phrase this question? Okay. So tell me, is there anything that you think motherhood has taken from you, right? That you feel like you can't get back, or will take you a while to get back?
Of course, of course. You can't buy time. People say I help you buy your time back. Once time is gone, what you can actually do now is to make the best of what you have. Yeah. So that's what I tell people. And I saw a post recently where a woman, to give yourself peace as a woman, just understand that you cannot grow as much as a single lady is growing. Give yourself peace. Don't compare yourself with single ladies. Statistics have shown that single women are more successful, more richer, more free, more happy. They even live longer than married. Like that's what research. Yeah, you the truth. So,
Oh my God.
and to give yourself peace, you have to do not stay away from comparison. Stay away and don't use else's timeline or clock to read your own time. So what I do is that I focus on my own race. Yeah, I've lost a lot of. Imagine waking up at 35 and just discovering that, like, all 35 years is gone. All you have is your kids, married husband. So what is that going to do for me? These children, they are going to grow. They're going to leave and go to their homes. And then at 65, imagine I think my life. At 65, I'm going to wake up one day when I'm 65 and I'm saying, so all these children, they don't go. They don't marry. They don't come out. So me, uncle, what do I have for myself? What else aside just being a wife? I'm like, I can't even think about it very well. So I don't even want it. I don't want to. No, I don't want that type of life. I want something more because I know that somehow inside that. Now, one of my messaging angles is that a lot of women, if you ever feel that you are made for more, don't ignore it. Because some people suppress their feelings. Ignore it. The life, I think I'm talking too much, but let me not go into that. But at the end of the day, I know that I have lost a lot of time. But now I'm getting the focus is not about what I've lost, okay? Because I'm not going back. I'm not going back. I'm looking forward, okay? And that's what you need to do. If you're here and listening to me, forget about the past. What you need to do is you can package it and see how you use the lessons from there to make your future better. So I'm focusing on my future and what I can achieve. in the period of time that I'm still here. So that's it. That's the thing.
Wow. So look to the future. Forget about what you lost. Forget about what's in the past. Just look to the future. I like that.
Yeah.
That is something I'm. So
Yeah.
let's talk about what you're doing now that is different from what you were doing before, because you're on a reset journey, and you're taking back your life, and you're trying to make sure to that. So what is it that you're doing now that is different, productive than before? So what was it like before, and what is it like right now? Typically, right? Maybe you can give us an example. What was your life like before, and what is it like right now that you are resetting your life?
Okay. Okay. Now, I think that this is a very good question. This is a very good question because it was when I started doing my identity work, building my life, rebuilding my identity. That's when I also discovered the word. I've been hearing about it, survival mode, but I've not really, understood what it meant. So
Mm.
now there are a lot of things that we have normalized. We think it is normal. It is not. For example, I used to always urgency. Do you know what that means? Like I'm always
Mm.
in a hurry. I'm always in a hurry because I feel like, oh, there's no time. Let me just quickly do this. Let me just, I'm just like, I'm never relaxed. I'm never fully relaxed. I'm never fully present. Okay? I'm always thinking of the next step, doing the next thing and all of that. And I realize that that is a survivor mindset. That is you survivor mode. If you notice that you are always living in urgency, always in a hurry, always like pay attention because most people it has now become so normal that they think it's normal that they don't even know that this is normal anymore until you start until somebody educates you on hey this your character is this is survival mode, okay, and for you to actually start becoming the version of you who is more happy, who is more like who feel better, who is happier even with all the all the riches in the world. You have to get out of survival mode. And so there are a lot of things that really describe what survival mode actually looks like. I have it in one of my posts. Sometimes another thing I can also have is when how do I explain it now? Like right now, but it's really majorly on survival mode. Yeah, when you are and a lot of when you don't have money now, you're broke, okay, and you are just okay with the fact that you are broke. Now, the flip side of it is you are now, so that's survival mode. So you are acting on the fact that, oh, I don't have money. So for you to make financial decisions are hard. Why? Because you're thinking about the fact that, oh, if I make, say for instance, when you want to invest in a program, you want to invest in a course, you want to buy it. But now you are delaying that you are delaying buying of course because you think that if you buy the course, you don't know where money is going to come from money. You are not sure. So survival mode again is you are thinking about money in a way that makes you feel you make investments that can actually change your life. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. So that's the survival mindset. I'm like when I knew that I'm like okay. So I'm even hesitating to invest because I feel like I'm always worried about the money, and I didn't know that I have to flip it investment and then make the investment because you actually want to change your life. But now you are changing your life because you are in survival mode, and so you are so survival mode. Most of the time, I used to be very scared, and I used to overthink a lot. But now I don't overthink. I'm not scared. Why? Because I now understand the version of me who is rich, the version of me who is traveling out, who is doing all sorts, speaking to people, transforming lives. She is not scared, not hesitant. She is not hesitant. She goes ahead to do the stuff that she desires to do. without thinking about, oh, well, what about this money now? And I'm not this morning. No. We don't do that over here anymore. If we have money, we make the investment, and that's it. Like that's how you really try. Because, and I
Like
think that, yeah, transformation first starts with your identity. Who do you think you are? And then you compare the version of you that is current now and the version of you who you are actually meant to be. And so that's it.
my mind is blown. My mind is like boom. You see that hurrying part? That part where you're like hurry, hey God, boy, it's like you were just dragging me there. Ah, Jesus, have mercy on me. Oh my goodness, that one is very real. Like everything is like you are on rush mode. You understand? You're
Yeah.
rushing everything like what is going to end now. You don't even have time. You can't even like sometimes like I'm running through everything at the same time. I can barely breathe. Sometimes I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, Victoria, breathe now, calm down. The world is not ending now. Oh my God. Thank you so much for sharing that about just slowing down. Really. Now, I have this question, right? I know you're a Christian. So where your faith, I mean, how has your faith journey been, in this new season of yours right now? What do you think? Do you think your do you think that your faith journey has improved, better than so do you think that contributed to your reset journey? Right? Do you think that your faith in God contributed to your reset journey?
Just stop that. Okay. Let's put out the bed. Put out the bed. Vicky.
Yeah.
Hey.
Don't worry, I'm with you. I can hear you. Hello, babies. How
Please,
y'all
how much
doing?
time do we have left? How much time do we have left? Because she's not gonna let me rest.
Oh, sorry, I'll release your mama. Okay. You
Okay. Okay.
all right? So
So
let's say we have like 20-25 minutes left. We should be done here soon.
okay. So let me answer
Yeah.
your question. So your question is be my faith, right?
Mm.
If my faith had, can you come up with that question again?
Yeah.
Sorry.
If your faith life contributed to your research journey, do you think that your research God, do you see God in this whole new phase of your life right now? Do you see God's hand in it?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. Now let me answer this honestly. Okay. You can hear me, right?
Yeah,
Just a
I can hear
second.
you. I can hear you.
Okay. Um. You see, I'm still really struggling with my faith. Okay. So I can say this very well. So anybody listening can also say that. Oh, I don't have any special. I'm not this kind of prayer warrior. I'm still really struggling with even going to church consistently, actually praying, studying. This year was when I bought my notepad, like I bought a book, specifically for study, right, in the Bible. And I have this women's devotional, okay, that I'm using. But I've not been consistent with it. So they don't disturb me. So the thing is, I believe in God because God is like, it's not, what am I even saying? I believe in God. Like God, God is my father. Do you get?
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But the committing to connect with him is the part that I've not really been, consistent with. So I
Mm.
managed to pray. I try to pray. I try to study my Bible, but I know that I'm not doing enough in that regard. So when it comes to my reset journey, me saying, no, Phil, I'm tired of being at the rock bottom. I'm tired of, somehow I just believe that God made me for more. So even though I am not speaking to him right now, I'm not really like building that relationship with him right now, he's still inside of me. He lives in me. So long I believe in him, he's here. And so we're not doing all this stuff, but he leads me. I believe that he leads me. If he's leading me, he's the one speaking in me, telling me that you're made for more. You can actually become more. You have people, you have destinies that are tied to you. Don't close your mouth. make sure you keep speaking, make sure you keep talking, and all of these things. So anytime I feel led in my spirit to say something, to talk about, keep creating, to keep, I just have that burning desire in my spirit, not to stop, to just doing what I'm doing. So, and I feel that God is the one giving me, because sometimes I would have quit a long time ago, but he still just stretches me, just keep opening the doors, just keep showing me the way, and I just keep going. All I need to do is just obey, and I believe, and I just believe and obey, and that's it. So, so even when I wanted to have my reset, I'm like, oh God, please, oh, just help me. I don't know what I'm doing, just leave me. I just keep going.
That's interesting. That's very interesting. Okay, but for the
Yeah.
sake of the people who are watching, right? I just want to just tell you this, right? Of course, God is your father and He loves you dearly and He's leading and He's directing you. And can you hear me, Phil? You went off for a while.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, so he's leading you and directing you and all of that. But please, I beg you, okay, please. He he definitely wants you to be close, like
Yeah.
close. Okay, he said in his word, he said, "Draw near to me, and I will draw near to you." You think
Yeah.
the thing is that God loves us so much, right? That even if we're far away from Him, His love will not allow us just because of His love. He won't just let us perish. He will
Yeah.
still, try to do one or two things for us. Just imagine what it will be like when you now begin to consolidate that relationship, when you now begin to take it more personal, more intentional. Imagine how much more, how much broader the portal is going to be, more blessings that you're going to receive, more insight, more wisdom, more strength, and all of that. You get
Yeah.
so please, this is sister to sister right now, okay? Aha. Get into that zone with Abba, and I promise you that your life, hey, Phil, you will not even recognize yourself. I'm so proud of what you're doing, to be very honest. I'm so proud of you. So I want to quickly release you because of your kids that are looking at me one kind line, like, who is this woman? Holding my mama, okay? All right, so you decided to bring other women into this journey. I want you to quickly tell us how exactly, or in what ways you are serving women right now. I know you shared that you are open to speaking engagements. I also know that I think today you said you were coming up with a new program or something like that. So in what ways are you currently serving? In what ways are you currently serving women now so that women can connect with you? Okay.
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. First of all, Vicky, there's something I want you to understand, and for everybody else listening, I recently understood this. Actually, when I started my identity work, I always like to call it that, my identity work, because I've realized that you cannot really change your life, all right? If you don't know, how do I put it now? You cannot really change your life if you know who you are, like who if you don't know who you are, or if you don't know who you want to be. Sometimes we ask people like, what do you want? And they're like, I don't even know what I want. I'm just confused. Like there are people like that. But yes,
Yeah.
because I don't know. But the first step to transformation again is really understanding who you are, or who you want to be, or where you want to go. You need clarity on either of those ones. Who are you? And how do you define yourself to be? Like Victoria, if I open your head, like I don't know, but from everything I know now, if I share with you how knowing your identity, which means how you describe yourself, you see yourself, just by
Like
knowing that.
a very deep conviction, a deep
Yes,
conviction about who you
yes,
are. Yeah.
yes, exactly. And how you describe, a lot of people are like, oh, I'm a woman, I have 3 kids, I'm 30, that's it. Like, is that it? So okay, if you want to change your life now, and okay, except maybe you're comfortable where you are, but if you want to change your life, how do you describe yourself? Who do you say that you are? So just to sum all of this up, right? The first thing, Everybody need right now. If you are a woman, so that's why I speak to women like me. I have a desire to become rich because again, I always say I'm not shy to talk about money. I'm not shy to talk about wealth or riches anymore. Why? Because without money, it will be difficult to fulfill purpose. Without money, it will be difficult because you need money to get yourself equipped. You need money to do the things. You need resources. Resources need funding, needs money to make those things happen. Okay, so we are no longer in the era where we are shy to talk about money anymore. No. So if you are a okay, how do I really make money so I can start transforming my life? The first thing is your identity. You have to work on yourself inside out. Okay, because not everybody can make money online. And the people who can make money are the people who do not know that they can actually make money. Like I want to break this down, but time is not going to let me. What I really do to help people now is that I help them rebuild their identity first. I help you your identity. Yes, because everything starts from identity. And your identity is really everything about how you think of yourself, how you see yourself, how you carry yourself. Because if you don't know all of those things, if I tell you now that let me teach you about sales, and then I'm going to teach you about messaging, I'm going to teach you how to create a digital product, and then okay, you say I teach you. If you don't believe, if you don't carry yourself, if you don't see somebody who can make the money with the information I've given to you, you're never going to make the money. It's going to be knowledge that is wasted. So why I tell people, okay, I know you want to make money. I talk about sales. I talk about making money online. I tell people about messaging, how to craft messaging that works, how to build that sell. But the thing is, if I can give you all of those information, but if you don't believe there's money online, and if you don't believe that you have a part of that money, and command it and say, this is it, I can help you do this. Come and me. That's your identity. That means you can't get the money. Do you get what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah. So I
Hey,
work with the,
baby girl.
so I work with their identity first, and then the money follows. If you're the type of woman who walks into a room and just like the room just shifts, people just feel your. That's it. That means you know who you are. Do you get? So that's really what
So currently, you're helping women to,
rebuild their identity.
get clear on their identity. Okay.
Yes,
So once
yes.
they're clear on their identity, any other thing can follow. Every other thing can
Exactly,
follow.
exactly, exactly, exactly. That's it. So even
Okay.
the offer I just launched now, I'm talking about it slowly and quietly, but it's a really powerful offer. It just reveals to you the version of yourself that you need to become in order for you to create the life that you really want. Like is mind blowing, and that's just some period. Honestly, that's just some period.
Wow. Okay. Now I want to ask a question that people a lot of ask. For you, do you think that um, marriage and motherhood is like the like without it? How am I going to put this? Do you think that a woman can have everything in life, but if she's not married and if she does not have children, then all those things don't matter? Do you believe in that?
No, 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 no.
Mm,
Marriage,
mm,
everybody must not get married. In fact, I think that if I know what I know now, I would not have gotten like marriage really like marriage would not be a priority for me. Do you get what I'm saying?
mm.
If I had known everything I know now before getting married, it would have been a priority for me. Yes. I would make sure I use my strength, energy, everything will to go full force on that I really want to create. Not just about money and riches, but really about the that I really want to create. I would have gone, I would have followed that first. Yeah, sorry.
But even now, do you think that do you believe that even with with everything that's going on right now, do you believe that you can still be able to achieve some of those things, despite the marriage and motherhood,
Of course.
get some of those
Oh,
things?
sorry. Of course,
Oh,
listen,
sorry, my
of
daughter. Don't worry, I'm
course.
going to release your mama for you soon. All right, so please talk to the women, okay? Philomena, just a quick word to the women listening to you right now, okay? Who are exactly where you were, just surviving, not having, not like they feel like they've not done much with their lives because, they feel stuck. They feel like, motherhood has robbed them of a lot of opportunities. They feel like marriage has robbed them of, and a lot of them are really looking to, get back their life again. So if you're going to say anything to them, what would that be?
I'm going to say they should not settle. Do
Mm.
not settle for the life that you currently have, especially if you're always having, sorry, if you're always having this thing in that's telling you that, oh, this is not the life that you of. If you always look at your life and you don't like it and you feel like you can energy, you have the power, like you feel like there's something more about you. Don't you know that that's your higher self telling you that there is more about you, and it is the truth. So which means that inside of you, that person actually create that life. You have it inside of you. There's a version
Mm.
of you and bring that your desire to life. So all you need to do
Mm.
is ask yourself every single day. Maybe seek help, get a coach, pay for knowledge, do something, but don't just sit down and say, "Oh, drop it there." Don't just sit down and say, "Oh, and this is how far I can come. This is my life." Don't settle. If there's something that, oh, and I know it's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy. Just it's not gonna be easy. Have every time. Let me tell you this: it's not gonna be easy. Sorry, dear, but if you decide that you are gonna pursue that life, things just begin to open up. And I'm telling you the truth. Things will start open up. You start.
And what you're doing right now, being on this your baby, this is a great
Yeah.
inspiration for a lot of women out there, because a lot of women think that
Exactly.
they cannot do baby and still be able to pursue career or show up for things like this. A lot of
Yeah.
women, actually say no to opportunities, because that they are carrying a baby, moms, they feel like their kids or their marriage loving what you're doing. I'm happy that you brought your baby here. I want women to see that it is doable. That
Yes.
your current situation, or rather your current phase as a mother or as a wife, is not a valid reason for you to drop every other thing that God has assigned to you. Women, I hope you're looking at this. I hope you're
Yes.
seeing it. And I hope you've heard Philomena. She's saying, do not settle for less. Bold
Yes.
women don't settle for less. I remember when I
Okay.
had my daughter, I would still go on IG live with her. Like I would still go on, I go to speaking engagement with my daughter, with my newborn. When I gave birth, I got just one. I gave birth to my daughter. I got a I got a TV show. I got called to be featured on a TV show. Everybody follow me, my daughter, with my husband, with my toddler, with diaper, with wipes, everything. All of us went to that TV show that I'm not even joking. Like I told them that ain't
That's the,
nothing stopping me from shining. Ain't
yes.
nothing stopping me from shining.
That's the spirit. The spirit. And this is the story that you're gonna keep telling other people. That is going to encourage them. Like when you want to tell your story now, maybe 2 years from now, and they'll be like, you are in one big. If you tell the story now, they say, you really did that. Yes, she did it. She
And
did
that's
it.
a
She did it.
period. And that's a
Yes.
period.
Yes, I'm telling
Wow, this is truly bold.
you.
Philomena, thank you so much. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming out here with yourself, with your baby. Thank you for showing us that it is doable. Thank you for
Yeah.
speaking up. Thank you for taking your journey to the public. Thank you for being bold. Thank you for being loud. And thank you for being visible. Thank you so much. God
Thank
bless
you.
you. And I'm looking
Thank
forward to
you.
more. I hope to bring you again. I hope to bring you
Yeah.
again. I hope to bring you
Yes, yes.
again.
I'll surely
Thank
come.
you. Thank you, girl. Thank you for giving us your
Bye.
mama for a few minutes. Hi.
Victoria,
All
thank you.
right,
Thank
thank
you
you
so
so
much.
much. Have a lovely time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, bold women. That was an amazing conversation with Philomena Egbonaje. And of course, you saw her kids with her right there. Everybody was doing this live show together with her. So you can see that it is absolutely doable. So no matter where if no matter how stuck you think you are, I kid you not, that you are not exact. That is not like the end of it all for you. No, that's not the end. That's not the end of the road. That's not the end of the journey for you. No, you can be like Philomena, reset your life, start again. Okay. Now, don't look to the past, things that you've lost, things that you couldn't do or didn't do or did, but look to the future. Ask yourself, okay, how can I use where I am right now, what I have right now, and how can I move forward? Okay, motherhood is not a curse. Marriage is not a curse. It should not be an impediment to you fulfilling your purpose as a woman. Instead, those things are just additions, okay? Now, honestly, women, we have seasons in life, okay? Once you're a new mom, there are some things in your life that has to slow down, and all of that, and that's okay. It does not mean that that's the end of you and all of that. Even right there in your new mom phase, in your motherhood phase and all of that, you can still be able to do anything that you mind. Okay, don't let society, don't let religion, don't let nobody, take you out of your God-given purpose and destiny. And my message is very simple: be bold, be loud, and be visible. My name is Victoria Ogbujah. This has been an amazing, bold conversation with Philomena Egbonaje. This has been the BoldWoman Convos. Now, I'd like to know, do you want me to bring more guests to this show? Okay. Is there anybody you'd like me to feature? Please let me know. And do you have any comments? Unfortunately, Philomena couldn't stay long to take questions. But do you have any questions? You can actually drop it in the comment section right there. And I will send them over to Philomena, and she will definitely bring her response. Okay? So that. Now, if you're not following me on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing. Following me. I'm the president of the BoldWoman Association, okay? So follow me right now on Instagram, Victoria Ogbujah, okay? Follow me. That's me on Instagram. That's also me on LinkedIn. And that's me also on TikTok. In fact, any social media platform you can think of, I am right there, okay? Doing bold and loud and visible things, okay? All right. And also, Philomena Egbonaje is also on Instagram. Just go. Don't worry. I will just pin that in the comment section. I tagged her in this particular post. I tagged her so you can follow her. She's one woman you really want to follow, binge her content and all of that. But if you have any, feel good comments for me, why don't you drop that in the comment section? Like, how do you feel about today's episode? Did you enjoy it? What did you learn from it? Right? The experience, like from today's conversation. Please, your feedback is very important. Your comments are important. It will really help. It will help me know how to serve you better. Okay, so you just hit the comment section and give me juice. Okay, all right. So that's it. Just okay. The replay will be available on Spotify tomorrow. By this time tomorrow, we should have the audio on Spotify, and also the replay will also be here on YouTube. Okay, so you can just come back and listen to it all over again and take notes. I'll be seeing you in the next episode. It is a bye from me. Stay bold.